right, Rick, I noticed that when I brought my rod, we got your rod. We ran them down to one swivel. What are we doing here?
Well, you know, we're tackling a giant, a Goliath Grouper. And really want to get him up here for a picture and see him. It's an efficient way to do it. We both, in excess of 100-pound line, 300-pound leader, double the strength, you have a fair chance of getting this fish out. He lives in a hole. He sees the bait, he grabs it, he's headed back home. He has to have the brakes on to stop him. If he makes it, he rocks up, we don't get the fish. So it's up to you and I to stop him.
Let's see what we can't try to do.
Well, let's get at it and drop one down there.
All right, man.
I hit the bottom.
I hit bottom.
Now that's a cut bait. We want to stay right there. Just on the bottom, but intact. When he takes, it's the, we might have had a customer right there.
I know.
But you'll feel just like the suction, but it's almost like somebody thumps it.
Yeah.
And if we don't reel, we don't do anything, no hook setting, until we feel that bait swim away.
So you feel it start swimming away.
Yeah, when he swims away, the answer then is reeling, not hook setting.
Okay.
We want to reel as fast as we possibly can to get up all the slack, because it gets real hard to get in a few minutes. Oh! Shoot!
He was there.
Swing and a miss! Okay.
Get some weights and try it again.
Round two? Oh, he's there! Come on, mother!
Oh my God! 200-pound line, 300-pound leader. He just smoked us right there like it was nothing.
It just, what is the kind of people call this kind of stuff fun?
Okay, Rick, we got the big rods. We pull up to a pile, and you say, we're gonna put two lines together on one to try to pull these fish up. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this?
Obviously, they take a lot of pressure to get them coming in your direction. I've used up to 4 rods tied together. But you know, we got some pretty good sized gear here, 100-pound line, 300-pound leader, all to the same swivel, going down to one bait, lets us double team them. You would think that'd be an unfair advantage on most fishing occasions, but maybe not today.
Not today. It didn't seem that way today. Tell you what, it's unbelievable to think how much power those fish have in the size of them. I mean, it's just, I mean, we got, like you were saying, we got some very extremely heavy gear here, drags, stoned, locked down, and they're still taking us back into their home and breaking us off.
Unlimited power is what I like to say, and I don't care where you've been, what you've done, what kind of fish you've caught. If you haven't done the Goliath, you have not experienced the ultimate in power of the sea. They don't look like they're built for it, but they are tanks.
It's unbelievable. I fished so many different places, the Bahamas, all over Florida, and I've caught a lot of different kinds of fish. And you put two lines together to try to pull one fish up, and you can't do it. And it's impressive.
And the big boys.
Yeah.
The big boys.
Yeah.
In excess of 100-pound line, that's 200 pounds pulling on that thing, and we had fish we didn't even get their attention.
No respect at all they gave us at all. None, zero. That was awesome.
That's what you call feeding them by hand.
That was sweet. We were driving around out here and saw a pot of permit. And we got re-rigged, and I threw a shrimp on, and Rick had a crab on, and he said, hey, let's see if we can't find us a fish. And we did. And permit just everywhere.
Look at the eagle rays.
You happened to notice in front of the boat, you saw some permit out there. So you said, grab the light rods real quick, we got them rigged up, threw some shrimp on, and pitched them out there and caught some permit. Are those fish out there all year round?
Well, I'll answer you by saying that I have caught permit 12 months of the year here. I've always got the eye out for them in those places that they like to live. Typically in the winter, it's very, very difficult to find them. But there are bright, I've also, in the middle of January, on a bright, nice day like that we had today, I've had them out there. Typically, spring and fall is best. But anytime during the summer you have to run into a nice school of permit. You want to remember one thing: they're crustacean eaters. A lot of people like to throw bait at them, but you have to throw shrimp, crabs, or an imitation of those to get them to eat.
Beautiful fish. Rick, what a beautiful day out here today, man. The seas cooperated, the weather cooperated with us. Game plan came together, man. It was awesome. Thank you very much.
Anytime, man. It's the variety is the spice of life out here. Go to do one thing, that works. Another thing, that works. Maybe that don't work, but the next one will. That's the reason I love it out here so much.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, hooking up on them big Goliath Grouper, that was awesome. I mean, watch them come up and take our bait 15 foot under the water. That was unbelievable. And then you bring me out here to the little rock pile and get on them permit. It was awesome. And then the bonita this morning. I mean,
each one has its own volume of excitement, but no one less than the other, but everything is different. Whether it be a 6-foot Goliath there underneath the boat or, a bonita screaming off, whatever. I just love it out here.
Yeah, beautiful. It's definitely a change of pace for me coming from the backwater out here. Kind of get to see the other side of life out here. It's a good thing.
Anytime, man.
Thanks for joining us. Tune in next week for some more great local action.
Cyber Country Outdoors is filmed before a live audience.